My name's Kelly Montgomery. I'm with Third Eye Brewing here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here's your craft beer brewing tip of the week. The next thing I want to talk about are cocoa nibs. I'm sure everybody's used them. I'm sure everybody's had positive, negative experiences. And I'm going to tell you some of the ways that we found that work for us and that seem to do pretty well in competitions. I think the most important thing with the cocoa nibs is a lot of people are asking, well, what is chocolate? And chocolate is cocoa nibs, but you need a lot of other things to actually get that chocolate flavor. You need chocolate's basically the cocoa nibs, vanilla, kind of a butter, cocoa butter. That's chocolate. So we have to figure out a way to get those flavors into the beer. And we don't want to add any extract chocolate. We're trying to do this all from natural ingredients, normal brewing grains, and from just cocoa nibs. The first thing that we're going to do is try to find the highest quality, freshest cocoa nibs that you can. We're really lucky to have a local chocolate roaster here in Cincinnati. There's not a whole lot of them around the US, so we're really lucky to have one here in Cincinnati. But one of the most important things about chocolate is those cocoa nibs, you got to get them fresh. We try to get them roasted the day before, use them in the beer the day after. I think that's key. I've bought cocoa nibs from other manufacturers. I have no idea how long they've been sitting on the shelf. If you're thinking about a competition, you're thinking about the chocolate category, I think it's absolutely crucial that you get those cocoa nibs roasted the day before, 2 days before, and use them as soon as you can. You lose a lot of that. They have such great aroma when they've just been roasted. It's almost like coffee. They've just got amazing aroma from the get-go, the flavor. Everything is much more impactful if you can get it fresh. I know Maverick Chocolate, I believe they do out-of-state orders. So if you're out of state or if you have another local roastery that's in your town where you can get them to roast it for you. The sooner you can get it roasted and get it in your beer, it's almost like wet hops. You want to think of it like that. Get it roasted, get it in your beer, and you'll be happy with that. The next building block when we're thinking about cocoa nibs is we got to figure out how we're actually going to get the chocolate flavor. Cocoa nibs are only going to do half the job. You're going to get that kind of dark chocolate bar, your quality deep chocolate bar, not your Hershey's, just a really deep, rich cocoa flavor from the nibs, but you're not really going to get the milk chocolate that you really need for the competition. That's where you need to start thinking about vanilla beans. There's a couple different things that we've had success with. The vanilla beans, there's a lot of different ways to go. And I think there's a lot of right ways to do it, but I think there's some pitfalls to fall into. So we'll talk about those. The way that we do the chocolate beers here, to try to recreate the chocolate flavor, we will use vanilla beans. They're super expensive. Our chocolate stout is probably one of our most expensive beers when you start factoring in the cocoa nibs, the vanilla, and just everything that goes along with it. It's important to use high quality vanilla beans. We will let those soak, and we use a lot of them. And we'll also not only just use vanilla beans, but you also want to pair that with a real vanilla bean extract. And I'm not talking an imitation vanilla. I think Bean Vanilla is a great website where you can get 1X, 2X, 3X vanilla bean extract where they actually use the beans to get the extract. I think what's key is to pair it up with real vanilla beans and also use some of that extract. And I think Bean Vanilla is the one that comes to mind. We use them a lot. And it's kind of a 1-2 punch between the real vanilla beans and the extract. And I think the extract gives you a little bit more aroma, which is nice, and it helps build a little depth of flavor with the beans. Also helps cut the cost down because the vanilla beans themselves can get a little crazy when you've already got a really expensive beer. To learn more about brewing award-winning flavorful stouts, click the link below.